30th Devotional Thoughts for Women, written by Monica Diaz, read by Belinda Sainsbury.
Good morning, dear friends. Today, May the 7th, our devotion is entitled, We Need Wind. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Henry Ford. The Biosphere 2 experiment began in the early 1900s in the state of Arizona, and it concluded in 2007. It consisted of creating an artificial ecosystem to better understand the way the biosphere works. A rainforest, an ocean, a coral reef, a desert, a mangrove, agricultural land, natural gas, a human habitat. They were all able to be replicated in a controlled environment. However, they were unable to replicate the wind. Nature was allowed to follow its course, and something very interesting was discovered. Trees grew quickly, but fell over before they were of reproductive age. Why? Because there was no wind. As one of the researchers acknowledged, the lack of wind created trees with much softer wood than that species would normally make in the wild. They grew more quickly than they did in the wild, but were harmed in the long run as a consequence. Perhaps winds are furiously blowing in your life, so much so that you feel vulnerable and ask yourself questions that are difficult to answer. You're like a tree being shaken by the cruel forces of nature, and you're unable to see the good that can come out of all the hardship. But there's something good about it. God is transforming you, strengthening your faith, because even gold, which can be destroyed, is tested by fire. And so your faith, which is much more precious than gold, must also be tested, so that it may endure. Then you will receive praise and glory and honor on the day when Jesus Christ is revealed. 1 Peter 1 verse 7. All of us are afraid of pain, trials, and hardships, but without them, we can't develop the spiritual strength God wants to give us. Trust in Him. Remember, He is making you strong for His glory. Maybe you don't realize it now, but you are developing strength of character, solid purposes, weight, substance, deep roots, and a trunk that resists. The results will soon be seen because you are becoming a woman whose faith is worth more than gold. Living far from the wind can seem attractive, but it would limit you to weak character. The circumstances you are experiencing now are sculpting you. They are God's way of investing in you, refining you like gold. You know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. James 1, 3 and 4.